changes from the semifinals, and they're the final two. Shacarri Richardson will anchor. Gabby Thomas will run third. The first half stays intact. Tamari Davis, just 20, making her debut for the United States. And TT Terry down the back stretch. You'll remember she anchored the winners last year in Eugene when they upset the Jamaicans.
It has been a real rivalry, a legit rivalry, back and forth over the years between the US and Jamaica.
How much of a rivalry is it? You have to go back to 2003 to find the last time that a team not Jamaica or the United States won this event at Worlds. That's a full 20 years, just USA and Jamaica trading the titles back and forth.
And that was France, and France do not have a team in this final.
So Tamari Davis, as well as she ran in the semifinals, I knew there was no danger she was getting subbed out. She's a youngster, so you give her the least to do. The only thing she has to do is pass. There's TT. She anchored, as I said, last year and held off the hard-charging Shericka Jackson of Jamaica. Gabby Thomas, who got the silver in the 200 meters last evening, she'll handle the third leg. And then the world 100-meter champion and 200-meter bronze medalist from this meet, Shacarri Richardson, will bring it home. And who will she be anchoring against? Shericka Jackson of Jamaica.
So Shacarri got the better of Shericka in the 100. Shericka got the better of the world in the 200. Shericka left everybody behind. So the US and Jamaican teams are just rock solid. Morrison, Fraser-Price, Forbes, and Jackson, the Jamaican quartet.
It may be, Lee, that this is the last time that we will see Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price at Worlds. She'll run the backstretch. I told you yesterday, she's run every leg for Jamaica. Sasha Lee Forbes on third, and we already told you the anchor. 21:41 last night to scare Florence Griffith Joyner's world record. Shericka Jackson will be counted on yet again to anchor the Jamaicans home.
Here's Shericka, and while she is basking in the glory of these world championships, she will tell you what an honor it has been and still is to run on the same team as Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price. Shelly-Ann has told us that Paris more than likely will be her last Olympics. These will be her last World Championships. She'll be 37 in Paris. So it's going to be the end. We're in the twilight of this incredible career for the three-time Olympic champion, 8-time Olympic medalist. And here at the World Championships, she's won 15 world medals, 10 of them gold, entering this race now.
And this British team that will start in lane 8 is weakened severely. You see the name you don't see on the left there? Dina Asher-Smith. So it's a good team, but I don't know if this British team is capable of challenging Jamaica and the United States if they don't make any mistakes, just because they don't have the horsepower. Daryl Need has had a phenomenal World Championships. There she is, she'll anchor, setting a personal best in the 200 and finishing 5th. Last evening.
Marie-José Talou is on the Ivory Coast team, as you would imagine.
That's a team to watch as well. They ran well, second in their heat.
Lieke Klaver for the Netherlands and Nadine Visser. Germany.
Set. Asher Phillip with the baton forward. Great Britain all together. The Italians have started pretty quickly, but it's the USA who've perhaps the best. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price for Jamaica against Imani Lansico. I think the Swiss had a bad change on the outside. It's Jamaica being run down by the USA, and now Gabby Thomas has got the baton have gone. Great Britain
against Jamaica, side by side. The 100-meter champion against the 200-meter champion. Richardson, Jackson. She's closing, but not fast enough. It's gold for the Americans. Redemption. Brilliant performance. Absolutely superb. They have done the double. They've rounded off the penultimate night exactly as they said they would.
A good team.
Let's go around the track one more time with Team USA. Whoa! So Tamari Davis ran all the way up on TT Terry. Jamaica was already gone. But TT did a good job of holding her own against Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price. The United States was very much still in it. Gabby Thomas, with her hand back, she looks back for the stick. Jamaica's already gone, but Gabby Thomas on the inside lane had a tighter turn to run. So Shacarri Richardson got the baton at the same time, but she was further out in the zone. So she had to handle somebody who is not easy to handle on an anchor leg. And it really was no contest. It wasn't like Shericka dipped into the lead or made it a race. The lead that Shacarri got, she held, and that is not easy to do, trust me, against Shericka Jackson.
This is definitely one of the most exciting 4x100 meter races you'll ever watch. This race was stacked with superstar athletes, Team USA, Jamaica, Great Britain, the Ivory Coast. But it was mainly about Britain, Jamaica, and Team USA. And when you really narrow it down, it was really about Team USA and Jamaica. Who can get the baton around safely? Who can dominate the race? Who will win the race, basically? And as y'all saw, Team USA, they did not get the baton around smoothly, but it was enough in the end to get Shacarri the baton in front of Shericka Jackson. And that's the important part of it. Because if Shericka would have gotten the baton in front, there's a strong possibility that Shacarri Richardson wouldn't be able to run down Shericka Jackson. Just like how Shericka Jackson couldn't have run down Shacarri Richardson because they were basically on the same speed throughout that 4x100 anchor leg. As y'all can see at the side view, like the gap, it started the same, they finished the same. So it would have been the same distance between both of them when they got the button. Just that's how they finished. And yeah, Shericka would have won the 200 meters in 21.41 seconds, just narrowly missing out on that world record. Shacarri would have run a PB of 10.65. So both of them, they were in great shape. The only advantage is that Shacarri Richardson had beat Shericka Jackson in the 100 earlier. This by Shericka Jackson beating her back in the 200 meters, but the 4x100 is a 100 meter sprint. Shacarri is the strongest over 100 meters in this instance. So Shacarri got the baton in front and she finished in front. And Shericka Jackson, you can see that she tried to push, but it wasn't to be. I was wondering if she actually gave her all in the 200 meters, that she didn't have enough left in the tank to push in that 4x100 meters, because she went all out in the 200 meters because she wanted the world record. She wanted to run 21.3 low just to get the record, but she ran 21.41 with 0 win flat. But we could all see that she was pushing really hard in that 200 meters final, which I was wondering if she had gave too much in that race and that she didn't have the strength to run down Shacarri in this one. But take nothing from Shacarri Richardson and Team USA though, because they really dominated this race. They made sure that they kept it really close, and when it counts more, they delivered. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price though, I think that's where Jamaica lost the race, is because Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, she basically was running injured on the back stretch. She got the baton. You can see that she felt something. It wasn't a hamstring injury because we know she had a knee issue, but you can see that she felt something. And then when you look, TT Cherry, the gap closed down significantly. But when they zoomed up on Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, you could see that she was basically limping, and she was hanging on just to make sure that the baton get to Sasha Lee Forbes. Sasha Lee Forbes is no match for Gabby Thomas. Gabby Thomas is a 200 meter runner. She knows how to run the curve, and Gabby would have also had the advantage of having the inside lane, which means Sasha Lee Forbes would have to run a tremendous curves, similar to what Johan did when Jamaica broke that world record. beat Team USA. She would have to run a curve like that to beat Gabby Thomas. But it ends up that Shericka and Shacarri got the button at the same time. But because of Team USA having the inside lane, they would have been further ahead in the exchange zone. And that's how it ended. That how it started, it ended basically. But besides all that, it was a great race from start to finish. We must congratulate Team USA on this one. And brief update, this one was all the way back in 2023 for the World Championship. Yes. So, but this one was exciting. That's why we had to throw it back. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this one. Feel free to leave y'all thoughts on this race in the comments. Thank y'all for watching.